finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because... He was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran. And he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
Second and 10.
Play action. It's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Carr. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Here's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On play action. Now Carr. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And Henry Ruggs was the first wide receiver taken in the draft a year ago, and he absolutely fit the Raiders' profile of speed, speed, speed. Didn't have the immediate impact that they had hoped, just 26 catches. Hoping to up his game in 2021. He makes a nice catch there.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Carr to throw again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. First down and more for Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, McCaffrey. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Dancing to his left.
Right back to Waller. He's got it this time.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Carr now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now to add the extra point.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Again, Herbert. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
2nd and 2.
Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Jared Cook's been doing this for a lot of years, the last 2 in New Orleans. The Chargers turned to him after losing Hunter Henry to New England in free agency, and they made a nice decision.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Rolling to his right. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To the air again, Herbert.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right down the middle.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. but there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw again on second down. Carr. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 27, Herbert.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Divine Diablo.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Deep ball for Goodwin. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. He gets it left side to Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's complete to Cook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Gabe Neighbors, his first touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. 2nd down and 8. They stay on the ground with Drake. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now, Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Carr gonna throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On 2nd down. It's Drake, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's caught by Waller out left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now Carr.
And he'll find Ruggs on the right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. He finds his man complete. That's Hall.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Looking to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw. Herbert. Open man is Trey Burton. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Herbert throwing again. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Herbert. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And he's got this down to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Now Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Yeah, the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
In a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Chargers, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.